Alright, we are back. Hello everyone, welcome back to Juniors. If I know nobody's watching, but welcome back to Juniors. Let's oh, there it is. So this is just the warning. Let's kill Mangle, hopefully. Hopefully. We got an hour to try to kill Mangle. Let's go to continue night 6. Oh, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready at all. Oh, why is it taking so long? Oh, we're back. Okay, we're back here. Hey, buddy, what are you doing? Yeah, skip this. Juniors ends tonight. Juniors ends tonight. Okay. Okay. This isn't terrifying at all. Don't worry. So scary. It's so scary. Alright. Okay, so yes. So it's space to pull up the mask. It's... Yes, I remember this. Hello, my guy. What is up? Alright, so basically we gotta just not die. I did that jump scare me, honestly. Not gonna lie to you guys. That jump scared me. Get out of here. Out of here. Out of here, bitch. Out of here. Out of here. Out of here, Bonnie. You're not even good. You're actually adopted. I'm sorry to break it to you, buddy, but you're adopted. You're actually not loved by your family. It's a bit why the sentence with that. You didn't do anything. Whoa. Bonnie again? Yeah, we're Bonnie. You're looking very sussy today, Bonnie. Get out of here, Foxy. You're so bad. Okay, Bonnie in 3, 2, 1. Now. Now. Okay, there we go. Delay return. Get out of here, Foxy. Fuck. Okay, that's weird. go. First try. First try. Our FNAF 2 skills cannot be beaten. Alright, so look on cams. If you hear the owl, put your mask down. Flash the light a few times maybe to get rid of Mangle. Okay. I think we can do this. I think we have the ability to do this. We need to look for the ghost on the cams. We just have to get to like 5 o'clock basically without her breaking our light, and then we should be okay maybe. And that's probably loud, sorry. Don't make this more difficult than it has to be. You know you can't be here. Beware the mangle. Engage. Oh, okay. Why? Fuck. Get out of here. No, what do you mean? What do you mean? I was right there. What time was it? It was like it was like 5:45. It was 5:45. I had it. It was right there. What do you mean? You really just don't want me to be happy, do you? No, get out. What the fuck? Bro, what was that? What was that? Why? Why did you... Was the owl in my office? Did I not hear it? Is it silent now? Holy shit. That was a good one right there. Are you able to pull them back there? Come on, give it to me. Fuck yeah, let's go, we did it! We did it, let's go! Ah, yeah. Easy, no cap, easy. Ooh. Kind of cute though. So is the hands, man. Whoa. I'm back. Why is he surprised that he's back? She must have gotten in my head. Paul Bear, where are you? Please don't hurt me. I knew you were here all along. She's so small. While you were sitting in here behind that costume, I was waiting. Not Paul Bear. Waiting so patiently for another one of your little puppets to look where they weren't supposed to. She's really vengeful for a child. Once I'm done with you, I'm going to take your little puppet and split his skull. Not this time. He's different. Oh, really? Let me ask you this. What makes you think he will be able to avenge your spirit now? This. It's done. What is that, like a blade of some sorts, or is that like a sign? Looks like a pole. She's screaming now. Bro, imagine being like a middle-aged man, like investigating this junior's place for like probably a murder or something, and then you wind up stabbing a ghost child in the back with a spike in your dreams. It'd be crazy, man. It's done. After 5 years, juniors would later reopen. It would go over heavy rebranding, as some still have a somewhat negative impression of the company. Fazbear Entertainment is now more committed than ever to family fun and above all, safety. I like the aesthetic. I like how it's supposed to be a prequel to the actual games. They spent a fortune on the new animatronics. If I didn't read that, sorry. Anyways, Jeremy, when do you... What did that say? Anyways, Jeremy, when do you start or something like that? I think that's Jeremy Fitzgerald, and I think that's from the first games book, or the first games pay stub. Maybe it's the second game, but I'm pretty sure it's the first. So yeah, that's Juniors, everyone. It's a pretty solid game. I feel like the Mangle boss fight's actually pretty easy once you like know what to do. I mean, you literally just have to go to every camera checking if there's like a hand sticking up or if she's like just fully there. Then you just hold your light on her until she laughs. And then if you hear the noise of the owl coming in, you just pull down your monitor and pull up your mask. And you want to make sure that you shine the light like after you do the owl, and also if it seems like it's taking a suspiciously long time for the owl to come out, I would close out the cameras and flash the middle, because Mangle's probably there and about to jump scare you. But yeah, that's literally all you need to know. Just constantly check cameras and try to listen to the owl and flash the middle every so often. And that's how you beat it. Also, if you're at like 5 o'clock and she breaks your light or something, but you're at like 5 or 5:30 or something, just pull down your mask and hope for the best, because you might get RNG luck and Mangle might not jump scare you. Yes, thank you, Scott. Juniors. See, that's where this whole game took inspiration from, that one cutscene in Midnight Motorist or whatever, when William Afton goes to Juniors and they're like, no, you can't be here, whatever. This is the end. Question mark? Extras or extra shifts. What's extra shifts? Okay, I love the art in this game. It's really creepy, and I love that it's so creepy. Like this, he kind of looks like Clay and shit. He's not like overly scary, but like look at this fucker. He has fucking black eyes. This is nightmare fuel. Chica's also nightmare fuel. Look at this bitch. Jeez, is that is that a nightgown cap or something? It's just so creepy. Foxy looks fucking like high as fuck. He looks like a washed up celebrity. If you get what I mean, you know. He looks like he's an alcoholic and has been doing drugs, and he looks like he's pretty spaced out on something. Balloon Boy, this fucker creeps me out probably the most. Like, look, he looks like a fucking child. He looks like a real child, but like, it looks plasticky. He looks like real, but you can tell he's made out of it's really well done, but it's creepy. I shouldn't say but it's creepy because that's the whole purpose of the game, but like it's creepy and it looks like a child, but it's just plastic. It looks like there's a child under the plastic, but the plastic also looks like it's a child. Like it looks like there's skin around the eyes here. It's just creepy. The puppet just looks kind of funny, honestly. It's not really super scary in this game, to be honest. I mean, it's kind of creepy, I guess, but like, I feel like you could have gone maybe with a more sinister approach to the puppet, maybe gotten it better. But I kind of like how it looks. Maybe he looks too bald and like up here. It looks like there's so much room up here. This massive forehead. He looks like a toddler. It's not like a real toddler, but he just looks like a fake toddler, and it's not very scary. This guy, he looks like a real child, but like you could tell that he's an animatronic. But like he looks real. I don't know how to describe it. He looks like a real child, but you could tell that's plastic. That's all I'm gonna say. This guy's just a washed up celebrity. She's just like a middle-aged mom who hasn't taken a shower in like a few months, and you know she's pretty tired. Bonnie just is soulless. Bonnie is like literally just nightmare fuel. Freddy's just like Clay. Yeah, that's just pretty much it. Okay, extra challenges, extra presents, no errors. Presents, killing, spectral suspicion, closing act. Seniors. This is the remastered version. GT Live. I like how they included this. This is the remastered version. They spent a small fortune on these new animatronics. Alright. That's cool. What's in the extras menu? Is it just the... Okay, he kind of looks more creepy here a bit. I mean, he kind of looks more friendly here, to be honest, but like it's more creepy because you can like see more of him. It looks like he's like made out of the flesh, but at the same time not. It's weird. Characters. The characters tab doesn't work. You can't even see it because my face is covering it, but right above behind the scenes here there's a characters thing and it doesn't do anything behind the scenes. Wait, oh, this is the characters page. I'm fucking stupid. This iteration of Freddy is much taller and lankier than most. True. And he's rocking his iconic top hat and bow tie. True. Why is it made out of like flannel? Why is that flannel bow tie? But both are outfitted with a plaid material. True. It's a weird choice, but I mean it's cool, I guess. These buttons don't work down here. Oh, wait. There we go. We have to actually press keyboard. Okay, Bonnie. Okay, this, it looks like 3D. It looks like they actually, like, took a picture of him and posted him on, like, the internet or something. This just looks like a bad drawing of Bonnie or something. It looks like 2D. This looks like 3D. This looks 2D. Similar to Freddy, this iteration of Bonnie is much lankier than most other designs. I kind of feel the opposite. I feel like this Bonnie's kind of like fatter. Like look at like this. Like he has a whole ass fucking stomach down here. Bonnie in like the first game he was pretty skinny. This one he's like fat. See here he looks like he's on a diet. Here he looks morbidly obese. Not morbidly, but just obese. Similar to Freddy, this iteration of Bonnie is much He's been given a pair of stylish glasses. You know what? I kind of like those. It kind of makes him seem more friendly, which kind of makes him more creepy because he does not look friendly at all. And his hair, oh, I thought it said his hair color, and I was like, what hair? His color has shifted from dark indigo to tealish shade of blue. Honestly, this is like the blue that I kind of picture Bonnie having, like normally, like not like the purplish color that it does in like the first game. Yeah, like the first game, I think. Okay, here she looks more clean. See, I told you she was a middle-aged mom. I told you she was a middle-aged mom. This iteration of Chica is themed not around food but sleeping. That's true. That Matt Pat pointed out. He's like, so this version's sleepy Chica, not hungry Chica. She dons a nightgown, a sleeping cap, and her cupcake has a binky. How adorable. Or how adorable. Honestly, she doesn't really look super scary here. But like in the game, kinda. Like in her creepy artwork, she looks creepy. And like in the not the custom night, the 6th night, she looks very creepy. But they're not so much. See, this one kind of looks 3D too. I mean, it's kind of 2D, but it's kind of 3D too. This one kind of 2D, like right around here, it kind of looks 2D, but over here it's kind of like 3D. I kind of like his design. I really like his design. I like how he has a septum. I mean, I have a septum that you probably can't really see that well, but I got one, and I like how he has a septum, and I like all of his piercings. Looks cool. It's a cool design for Foxy. Balloon Boy. Okay, here he looks more animatronic, like. Oh wait, I didn't even read this. This pirate-themed iteration of Foxy is with her to maintain that iconic look that everyone loves. We wanted to push that theme a little further with the inclusion of lots of piercings. Yeah, I love that. I love the piercings. They look really cool. Especially on Foxy. I feel like Foxy would be the only one to have piercings, and I like how they did it here. And I like the like gold crowns or whatever they have on his teeth. It looks like he like bit something or somebody and his teeth are coming off. It looks cool. It's nicely done. Balloon Boy. See, he just looks so real, like in all the other parts of the game besides like here. He kind of looks more animatronic-y here, which I mean, he's still creepy. He looks the creepiest because he looks like so real. That's what I think. But like his eyes look so like lifelike. It looks like there's an actual child inside of this like plastic shell. That's kind of scary. Oh yeah, there has been artwork. I've been seeing it. A fun day at Juniors. Puppet Blackbeard. Or Blackbeard. Balloon Boy Jr. He looks so depressed here. this iteration of Balloon Boy isn't a boy at all. He's actually a baby. Oh, this is Balloon Baby. Okay, a Balloon Boy. This iteration of Balloon Boy isn't a boy at all. He's actually a baby. He doesn't really look like a baby. He looks like a toddler, which would be a boy, but don't want to tell you what to do. Hence the name. His face was made more doll-like to match the eerie vibe of the rest of the character cast. I would say these don't look like dolls. I'd say they look more like the animatronics. But I like the choice of giving him like a doll face because he looks creepier that way. Okay, the cracks, the kind of like small cracks that you might not be able to see, it makes him look like, it makes it look more real, obviously, but it makes it look like it's like you can tell it's like supposed to be a small child, but it looks like a doll face, obviously, and it looks like it's supposed to be of a small child, but it makes it look like it's like a 50-year-old trying to be a small child, if that makes sense. Like, looks like it's a mask of like a small child, but like a 50-year-old mask that's trying to be a small child. Not that it looks like run down. I mean, it is run down, but like, if you get what I mean. Probably don't get what I mean, but it looks like a 50-year-old trying to cosplay as like a 3-year-old or something with this mask. His face was made more doll-like to match the eerie vibe of the rest of the character cast. As always, he's holding his balloons, wearing his iconic propeller hat. That's true, he is wearing it. I like the propeller hats. The balloons kind of look like it balloons. They kind of look like see-through, and it's cool. I like it. They're marionette. Okay, this is the creepiest version we've seen of this bitch. Like, you don't really get a feel for how like tall and lanky he is until like you repair him, because he's like tall. But I feel like it's kind of creepy in a way, but like not like scary, if that makes sense. I don't like this big ass forehead. It's so like round, and it's just not very great. I mean, it's unpleasant to look at, which I guess is the theme of like juniors or whatever. But I don't know. I just don't really like it, I guess. But the red eyes look kind of red here, so I think that kind of helps with the creepiness, and the way he's like kind of like this kind of helps. The marionette with her lengthy spindly body, it also looks like a 30, or not 30, well yeah, kind of like a 30-year-old guy or like a 50-year-old guy instead of a girl, if that makes sense. It looks like a guy animatronic, but it's like supposed to be a girl. With her lengthy, spindly body, this iteration of the marionette slash puppet is more ragdoll-like. That's true. She's also been given a nose. I don't like the nose. I just don't like it. Instead of ears, the ears, I could go without the ears, to be honest, but they're okay. I think these two, I feel like if those were removed, I feel like it'd be better. I might like it more. But I mean, it does give the creepy doll look. Sure, it's like creepy, but it's not like scary. That made her so iconic in FNAF 2. She's not very scary. She's just creepy. Oh. The music changed. Oh yeah. See, here he looks 3D too. I like the more 3D look compared to like the 2D look that some of these have. This guy looks 3D. He also looks 3D. This guy looks 3D. I like it. Withered Freddy. During the final act of Juniors, Freddy was torn to shreds, leaving him with only one eye and a massive scar down his right eye. The word eye repeating twice kind of sounds weird, but yep. He does look really creepy here and like scary here. So they did a really good job with this. And I like how its eye is just all like that. What even is that? That's not like an endoskeleton eye or something. It doesn't look like something that would be in an endoskeleton eye. I mean, actually, maybe, because it has to like move or whatever, but it just seems weird. The teeth look really real, but they're like huge, and the eyes look really real. My question is like, how do you have a restaurant with like these characters that kids actually come to and enjoy looking at these fuckers? They are pure nightmare fuel. Like, nobody would actually come to this restaurant in real life. Like, unless they're like pure horror fans and they like seeing these like creepy ass animatronics, then I can see it. But like, little kids aren't gonna come to this place and be like, yeah, Freddy, I love these guys, because they're just scary. Which, it's good for a horror game, but it's not great for business, if you know what I mean. So yeah. Then there's Withered Bonnie, taking that FNAF 2 Withered Bonnie look. During the final act in Juniors, Bonnie's face was torn off by Mangle and used as a mask by the player. See, I like that switch. I like how it was Bonnie's head that we were wearing, and it makes sense because his face is torn off. I like that, because it explains where it went. But like, did we the player tear it off, or did we just find it laying down somewhere and then we picked it? Like, there's just so many questions I have about that. Withered Bonnie, oh wait, it was torn off by Mangle and used it. Okay, but like, why did Mangle tear it off if he wasn't gonna use it for his body or something? That makes sense. Withered Bonnie shares almost identical features to his design in FNAF 2. That's true. I like how they kept with it though, like the face torn off, because I feel like Bonnie with his face torn off is like iconic and it's just like really scary. It's like probably one of the scariest things you could do to Bonnie. And yeah. Again, he kind of looks like kind of 2D. I mean, it's kind of like 3D, like in the John, like the head shape, and like over here on the sides, but like kind of like down here kind of looks 2D. It looks like 3D over here and like over here kind of, but like sort of over here maybe looks 3D, but like it kind of looks 2D too. Withered Chica during the final act in Juniors. Chica's jaw. Ooh. Chica's jaw was torn apart and ripped open, much like her design in FNAF 2. She probably got the most damage out of the entire animatronic cast. Poor Chica. See, what I kind of don't get is like, does she have like the let's eat thing under her pajamas? Like, is she's still like hungry here, but like, why is it just seems like a different Chica than this one. Like, it doesn't seem like the same Chica. I guess like in here it's really damaged and she like lost her clothes, but like I feel like having your face torn off like completely like that and having a missing arm is more damage than that. Kinda. I don't know. Withered Foxy. In Junior's final act, Foxy takes quite the beating. His left ear is completely torn off. However, he was already pretty withered to begin with. Yeah, that's true. He didn't really do a whole lot. I kind of like the ripped off ear more. Kinda. I feel like you can't really see his earrings or anything in there. But I feel like it would be cool if they like ripped off his ear and then like gave him like a cool like earring on here or something. Or like an earring that's not actually an earring. Like, it'd be funny if it was like one of Mangle's teeth that was like poking through there or something. Kind of give it the lore of like Mangle beating him up and like chewing off his ear or something. I like the piercings though. You can see his piercings a little bit more here. I kind of like them. Did he have that piercing in this other photo? I guess he did, but it doesn't really stand out in the other ones. He has the eye missing. Honestly, it just looks like he got his ear ripped off and the eye's missing a bit. He also looks very skinny in the doorway. Like in the main game, he looks like kind of normal and kind of like fattish, but then in like the Sixth Night, he looks very lanky. Which, I mean, I kind of like it, because he's, like, supposed to be the, like, fast runner in FNAF 1 or whatever, and probably FNAF 2, too. But I like how they made him skinny, kind of. He looks nice skinny, but it kind of looks unnatural for an animatronic. But it's cool. I like it. It's probably my favorite animatronic in this game. The hook's very narrow. I feel like normally hooks would be like a lot bigger than that. Like, I feel like this looks like an actual hook that you'd use to like pierce meat or something with, but it doesn't look like sharp enough to do that, if that makes sense. It kind of looks a bit weird, but I like it. Kind of. Withered balloon baby. Much like the marionette balloon baby's porcelain head is completely shattered during Junior's final act. The cracks on his face reveal a creepy endoskeleton beneath. He's missing both of his eyes here. I kind of like the lip here. It looks like what's it called? Fuck. I'm gonna get flamed for not knowing the king's name. Elvis, yes, Elvis Presley. He kind of has like the Elvis lip here. It's kind of cool, kind of funny. He does look really creepy here. I'd say he's probably not the scariest withered animatronic, but he's definitely like really creepy still. I wouldn't really describe his endoskeleton as creepy because you can't really see a whole lot of it. It just looks like some metal things in here. I like this one, and it's creepy because his eyes just like look real. It looks like there's an actual person inside of him. Here he just looks kind of like a shattered porcelain doll or whatever, which makes sense, but I like the other one better. Okay, here his eyes are like blood orange, which is kind of cool. Withered marionette. In Junior's final act, the marionette's face is completely shattered by Mangle, revealing her horrific visage. Okay, yeah, that is very creepy and scary. I do agree with that. This is probably the scariest thing I've seen of the marionette in this game. I like the jaw being like unhinged and like looking like that. It looks like she's smiling, and she just looks really creepy. And I like how the eyes are like shifted, and I like how her eyes are now orange, but I don't really understand how that makes sense from the light's perspective, unless they're like pushed in maybe closer to the light, maybe, because like it would just be the same color unless it was like just pushed against the light. That would make sense, kind of. I like how it got shattered up here. I think it kind of makes the forehead a bit better. And the nose is better, like, colored like that, too. I like that better. I like how, like, kind of scrunched up. Like, it looks like somebody just went and, like, did this to, like, her shoulders and arms or something. And I kind of like that. Because it looks like she was actually, like, pounced on and, like, you know. Looks like she actually got torn up. And then we got the Mangle. In Junior's final act, the Mangle is absolutely giant, okay? Over time, the ghost haunting Junior is built it as her final form, using different pieces of animatronic endoskeletons to create this monstrosity. During the final act, all of the withered animatronics hop on a conveyor, sacrificing themselves to finish the Mangle. What I don't really understand is how, like, somebody would have to be manning, like, the workstation to actually make this thing. Unless, like, it's an animatronic that's like making this thing. But it'd have to be like a worker animatronic robot to assemble this thing. I don't understand how like they took parts from every animatronic. I mean, I kind of guess it makes sense that some parts might be missing, kind of, maybe. But like, I don't know. It just seems weird how like you can't really. I guess I haven't really looked at it super closely up. I don't know how or what parts of each animatronic were put into, or whatever, if that makes sense. Just seems kind of like weird. Doesn't really feel like they sacrificed themselves to make it, because like you can't really see their parts in her. Again, haven't really taken a deep look at it. I'll correct myself if I'm wrong, but yeah. I mean, here's the owl. The owl is attached to Mangle, I'm pretty sure. But it doesn't really seem attached. I mean, I guess... Oh, okay, I see. So, it's like... this. Do you ever see those, like, little bugs that have, like, the stinger on them and they're really skinny? That kind of reminds me of what Mangle is here. So, it's like a really skinny, like, dog-like animatronic. And he has, like, a tail or, like, a scorpion hook, kind of. And it drops down, and that's what the owl is. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I see it now. That's really cool. I like that. I like the like addition of the owl. Kind of like it's a cool concept to put on Mangle, because it makes her more of a menace and stuff. I like the design. I like this design overall. It looks just like she's scrapped Foxy. Which makes sense because Mangle is basically just a scrap Foxy anyway, or a Funtime Foxy. I think they did a good job of making Mangle look feminine, like a feminine Foxy here. Like the eyelashes are cool. I really like it. I like the contrast between Foxy and her too, because he has like all these piercings and stuff, and she's like clean, and I like that because it kind of differentiates the two more. I like how there's like not a lot of coding on like the basic structure of the animatronic. Is that like Freddy's like tunic or whatever right here? Like button-up shirt? Like, does he have one? No, he doesn't really have one, but it kind of looks like it. Which, I mean, if it was, I could see how he sacrificed himself for the Mangle, but I like this. I like the design of this a lot. We have the Ghost. The Ghost is the main antagonist of Juniors, as well as... It went silent. The Ghost is the main antagonist of Juniors, as well as the one responsible for all the havoc. She appears to have a very strong connection to Paul Bear, seeking to erase him during the game's final act. Thankfully, you make it out alive and manage to free Paul Bear, trapping the Ghost inside the Barrens for the rest of her days. It's interesting how they made this like artwork over here for all the like ghost animatronics, and then they had like different artworks for like each like child artworks for each of the original cast. It's interesting. And then we got Paul Bear. Paul Bear is the player's lovable and jolly friend that provides company in the campaign of Juniors. He and the Ghost seem to have an otherworldly connection that has caused a divide in reality, perhaps due to their similar deaths. The real question is, what is under that costume? Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was like, is that like a costume? Did he like, yeah, like, I feel like seniors might kind of go into more detail about this, kind of, maybe, probably. Like, about what's under the mask and what he is. But I think his name being pallbearer, like a pallbearer, like a person that carries your casket when you die, kind of, like, how do I say this? Foreshadows something that might happen that I'm theorizing about. So I theorize that the character that we play as, that's investigating juniors or whatever, I feel like he's going to die or something. I feel like pallbearer is carrying the casket, metaphorical casket, of the investigator, if that makes sense. So like he's kind of leading him to his death, or carrying him to the grave, if that makes sense. Or like taking him with him to the grave, something like that. Like, it kind of makes sense. But I have a feeling that the the investigator's investigating here, since it's like tied to the lore of FNAF, is probably the after murders or something. And well, obviously I can't put this in. All right. The after murders is obviously probably investigating that, and I would assume that these two are spirits that he killed or something. And the only question would be, like, which two spirits would they be? And we got like a shy spirit who is trying to stop the vengeful spirit. I think I remember in one of Matt Pat's videos that like the vengeful spirit Cassidy has like another spirit with him, and they're like in Golden Freddy or something along those lines, and that would kind of make sense here if they were like the two spirits that were like intertwined, and like the one spirit was like going around and like haunting all the animatronics and like causing them to like kill people or whatever, you know, like just haunting them. And then pallbearer's like the more reserved one and inside like the brain, if that makes sense. Like he's like inside the brain, and the other one's like out and causing problems, and then they like switch, and then pallbearer's out in the open, and the vengeful spirit's like inside the mind, if that makes sense. Like, could be a thing like that. But what is under the costume indeed? Okay, behind the scenes. Freddy, Bonnie, Chico. Okay. Here's a closer look into each of the characters. Wait, okay. Oh, this is actually really cool. Oh yeah, that is really cool. Through the modeling process, these tabs cover every character's evolution from early skeleton sketches to textures to final product. Each model was created using Blender and Substance Painter. I wonder who like drew these, if it was like, well, I'm sure they have like a whole team or whatever, since it was like Scott's initiative, so I'm assuming they probably hired an artist or something that drew these sketches up from the creator's imagination of what you wanted the characters to look like or whatever. Okay, it's a cool sketch. It looks like psychotic here. This looks like the final draft of this, honestly. Okay, and there's the modeling, more modeling. The teeth add like a lot to like him, and the muddy texture kind of like down here kind of looks interesting for an animatronic, because it looks like you're made of like mud or something. Like, I just said mud like 50 times, but I like the jawline. He's very square. But this is cool. I like how they did this. This is really cool. This is more creepy, like how it looks here, than like the actual finished product, I feel. And this is the endoskeleton. It's cool. And there's each one here. I love end product photos. I like Chica's photo. She just looks. I like it. It reminds me of something that I've like seen recently that I can't really put my mind on. It looks like somebody that I've seen recently that I can't really picture in my mind now. It's interesting though. Yeah. It's so blurry. Solid. There's no like, I guess that's like it kind of finished and that's kind of finished. And that's mostly finished, but that's the end one. Okay, Foxy's really designed here. This might be why he's like one of my favorites, because it looks like this was really thought out. I really like the design here though. Pop bow? What does that say? Dark lips. I can read that. Looks of I have no idea what this says, but yeah, it's probably my favorite animatronic. He kind of looks like Freddy here, but Foxy. It's really cool. I like it. There's a lot of Foxy end ones. Okay. Starting off strong here with a baby face. Oh fuck. See, this actually looks like a baby's face. Like, it looks like a middle-aged man's face morphed onto a baby. And this is how they did it, kind of. See, it looks like a middle-aged man's face that was just put on top of a baby. A baby template or something. There's all its, like, interlocking machines or whatever. Okay. See, it looks creepy here, but it's still not really scary. See, look how tall this bitch is. And, like, the fingers. I never even seen the fingers until now, or legs. Like, what is that? Why are the legs, why are there two? Oh, it's so weird. It looks like a man, like an old man's, like, mask just stuck on a lanky-ass body. What is that? What is that? What is that? Okay. Pretty strong. Okay, so we basically got Foxy here. Kinda looks like it. And there's the tail or something. Wait, is that the owl thing? I don't know. I like how detailed this is though. It's really well done. And then you got the mouth thing. This must have taken a lot of work to do. Which props to the team for doing this. Because this is like a really well done animatronic. Okay, owl. It's like a Chica bird owl. I like the owl. I like the addition of the owl. I like how it kind of looks trapped. It looks like a bag was like just put on something's head and then just like choked with like wires. And I like that look. It looks cool. Very, very well done picture here with these limbs, man. You see these guys? Very well done. Kind of looks cool how these look like hands and these are like feet, but these are like hands. I kind of like that. And then we got the tail coming off here. See, I like this. I like this whole design. And then we got the ghost. So we got like a generic like face here. Got some eyelashes and eyebrows and stuff. You're putting some hair in. Okay, we're gonna. Kind of looks like a. Looks like this is a boy with like girl's hair. If that makes sense. Like longer hair. I mean, I guess it could just be a boy. But I mean, this definitely looks like a boy. And then like the red eyes and stuff. Cassie or whatever, the vengeful spirit. Scott wanted it to be unknown whether it was like a boy or a girl, so I guess that kind of makes sense. That's like kind of looks like a boy but has like girlish features. And like the ghost laughs like a girl, but she kind of looks like a boy here. And she has like longer hair. It has longer hair. I like the red eyes there though. It looks cool. This is a really well done face though. Like the smile actually looks real. I like it. And the generic body, the hand, the face. What's that used for? That's a cool like little thing. I like that. It's cool. Scratch content. Okay, here's like an office of some sorts. Here's a camera. There was supposed to be like this might have been the game that you could play on in Paul Bear's cave den there. He has like a little game, like an arcade game. This might have been that. There's Bonnie. Bonnie looks like creepy as hell here and like really scary. So this looks really cool. Ventilation lure. This would have been a whole different game, man. I like the stickers though. The stickers and like the whole aesthetic of the game looks like really good. Then we got Freddy coming to grab you. I feel like this would be a lot like scarier and creepier if they were like in your office and like they actually like took their time like killing you or getting to you instead of just it being like instant like in your face. Mangle. Kind of like the look here. The game's really well done though. Okay, there's Bonnie. See, but this Bonnie jump scare would be like way scarier, I feel, because I feel like I don't know what any of the jump scares look like, because I feel like they only like last like half a second. And then here's Foxy. See, if Foxy actually like literally ran down the hallway to you instead of it just popping up, that would be like so much scarier. Like imagine you're playing the game and then just like you see Foxy just start running and you know you're dead, but it like takes like a few seconds to like get there. Not like a few seconds, but like a second or two to like run. Like just think how scary that would be and look. Like that would be actually really cool. And there was gonna be like cutscenes of juniors or something, maybe in the opening or something, closing maybe. Here's the office. Here's what the thing's supposed to look like. It's cool. That's a solid face right there. There's a car for some reason. What's that? Oh, that's like a ghost detector thing, right? Looks like a ghost detector thing. There's a kitchen. Oh, that's the office, I think, in Night 6. There's a puppet stage. That would be really cool, honestly. Like, that whole design, that would be really cool. Okay, then we got Foxy over here. This was a scratch model of Foxy. Secrets that we hide in the team. Yeah, this I really like this actually. Is there like somebody or something like actually inside the puppet, or is that like the ghost, or like what is that? What is this dark cloud that's over Bloom? Are owned by Funko. Okay. This looks kind of cool though. I would probably get a Paul Bear pop figure. Final. I feel like this would be a good movie. Like this, like, if they released a movie about juniors, I feel like it would be a really interesting concept. And like, I like how the animatronics look creepy. It'd be a good horror movie. His teeth look really straight here. I like this artwork. Looks better here. I like how skinny they made him look too. Like, it looks so skinny. I really like this artwork too. Oh wait, this is a Funko Pop? See, I like how skinny he is in the Funko Pop, and then he has a big ass head, because that's actually how I view. And then this is Golden Freddy, probably. It's interesting. This is really good artwork. No, I literally like this artwork. It's really good. I'm assuming this is like in the game. This looks like really real though. Like, actually, this is some cool artwork. I really like this one. I like how he's like climbing out of, is that a vent, or so I like how the owl is just there too. That's a really cool picture though. I really like this art. This art's more like cartoony, but it's still good. I feel like this would be a cool artwork to put up like on the wall or something of like the actual game or something, like a fan drew or something. I think that would be really cool. I feel like a lot of these like could go up on the wall besides like the really realistic depictions and like the scarier depictions of them. Like this one could go on the wall, this one could go on the wall. This is a more fun take. This is like a more like serious but fun take, and it's really good. This is a more, I like how you can kind of see like the joint things from like drawing, but this seems like just a more fun drawing. It's still good though, it's still really good. See, this drawing's really good, I like it. Okay. Oh, oh. Check this out. Oh, it's so, I'm about to be demonetized on YouTube or something, but it's really cool. Okay. See, this is really creepy looking artwork, but it's good. Alright. Actually, I should probably. Okay, well, got in the stream here, boys, but it was fun streaming and completing the 6th night. Free mode. What's free mode? Okay. We might come back to the game and explore free mode or extra shifts or whatever, but for now, this is the end of the stream. I hope you